Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hey, thank you for joining me. Today I want to explore the art of storytelling. We often hear great story, but I want to understand what actually make a story powerful and inspiring. So I have a question for our discussion.
Walaikum assalam. That sounds like a wonderful topic. Storytelling is such a powerful tool, and there's so many layers to it. Feel free to share your question, and we can dive right in and explore what makes a story truly captivating and inspiring.
Okay, can you explain what make a story truly captivating for listeners?
Absolutely. There are a few key elements that really make a story captivating. First, you have relatable characters that the audience can connect with emotionally. Then there's a compelling plot with conflict and resolution, which keeps listeners engaged. Also, a strong emotional core and a clear theme help people find meaning in the story. And of course, the way it's told, like the pacing, the language, and the imagery, can really draw people in. It's kind of a blend of all these factors. That's a great question. Storytelling is super important because it helps people connect on an emotional level, making information more memorable and relatable. It also helps simplify complex ideas, making them easier to understand. Plus, stories can inspire, motivate, and even persuade others more effectively than just plain facts. It's really a fundamental part of human communication and helps build empathy and understanding in everyday life.
Okay, that's great. What are the key elements of an inspiring story?
So, an inspiring story usually includes a few key elements. First, there's a relatable protagonist who faces challenges or obstacles that resonate with the audience. Then, there's a clear goal or purpose that drives the story forward. It also includes growth or transformation, showing how the character evolves through their journey. Emotional impact is really important, so the story should evoke feelings like hope, resilience, or courage. And finally, a strong, clear message or moral that leaves the audience feeling motivated and inspired. All these elements together create that inspiring effect. That's a great question. To really engage an audience, you can start with a strong hook, something that grabs their attention right away. Using vivid imagery and descriptive language helps paint a picture in the listener's mind. It's also key to build a connection with the characters and the emotions they experience. So, being genuine and authentic is important. Another tip is to use pacing effectively, creating tension and then releasing it at just the right moment. And finally, making sure the story has a clear structure, like a beginning, middle, and end, helps keep the audience engaged from start to finish.
Okay, that's great. What common mistake do people make when telling stories?
Absolutely. There are a few common pitfalls. One is lacking clarity or having a muddled plot, which can confuse the audience. Another mistake is not building enough emotional depth or connection with the characters, which can make the story feel flat. Sometimes people also overcomplicate things by adding too many details or subplots, which can distract from the main message. And another common issue is not having a clear narrative arc, meaning the story might not have a strong beginning, middle, and end. Avoiding these mistakes can really help make a story more effective and engaging.
Okay, that's great. How can emotion be used effectively in storytelling?
Emotion is definitely a powerful tool in storytelling. One way to use it effectively is by creating relatable characters who experience genuine emotions so the audience can empathize with them. Another approach is to build emotional peaks and valleys, letting the audience feel tension and relief at the right moments. Using sensory details and descriptive language can also help evoke emotions more vividly. And of course, tying the emotional journey to the character's growth or the story's message makes the impact even stronger.
That's great. How do you keep the audience engaged through the story?
Keeping the audience engaged often comes down to a few key techniques. First, maintaining a good pace helps. So, balancing moments of action with moments of reflection keeps things dynamic. Another tip is to introduce conflict or tension early on. So, the audience also great to sprinkle in some surprises or twists to keep them on their toes. And finally, engaging the audience through direct address or interactive elements can make them feel more involved. It's really about creating a connection and keeping that curiosity alive.
Okay, that's great. What role does body language and voice tone play in storytelling?
Body language and voice tone are absolutely crucial in storytelling, especially in person. Body language helps convey emotions and adds a layer of authenticity. Things like gestures, facial expressions, and posture can really enhance the narrative. Voice tone is equally important because the way you modulate or pitch, volume, and pace can really convey different emotions and emphasize key moments. Together, they bring the story to life and help the audience connect more deeply with the narrative.
Okay, that's great. How can personal experience be turned into powerful story?
Personal experiences are such a rich source of material for storytelling. To turn them into compelling stories, it helps to focus on a central theme or message. Start by identifying the core emotion or the key lesson that you want to convey. Then structure the experience with a clear beginning, middle, and end, highlighting the challenges and the resolution. It also helps to include sensory details and genuine emotions to make the story more vivid and relatable. And finally, don't be afraid to reflect on what you learned or how you grew from that experience, as that adds depth and meaning.
Okay, that's great. What technique help in creating suspense or curiosity in a story?
Creating suspense or intrigue often involves a few key techniques. One is withholding certain information, so you build curiosity and keep the audience guessing. Another technique is using pacing strategically, slowing down during crucial moments to heighten tension or speeding up to create urgency. You can also use cliffhangers at the end of chapters or scenes to keep the audience hooked. And other great ways to introduce obstacles or conflicts that raise the stakes so the audience is invested in the outcome. And finally, playing with perspective, like shifting points of view, can also help maintain suspense. All these techniques combined really keep the audience on their toes.
Okay, that's great. How important is the structure in storytelling? I think being middle and end story.
Absolutely. Structure is really fundamental. A well defined structure helps guide the audience through the narrative, making it easier to follow and more engaging. It provides a clear beginning, middle, and end, which helps build tension and deliver a satisfying resolution. Structure also helps highlight key themes and keeps the story focused, preventing it from feeling disjointed or confusing. So having that solid structure definitely makes a big difference in how impactful and memorable the story is.
Okay, how can someone inspire through other
It sounds like you
through
were
their
about.
stories?
No worries at all. If you have a specific question in mind, just let me know. Whether it's about finding inspiration, refining a narrative, or any other aspect, I'm here to help. Just let me know what you're curious about.
What make a storyteller memorable or unique?
A memorable storyteller often combines a few key traits. First, they have authenticity and passion, which really shines through and connects with the audience. They also have a knack for vivid details and engaging descriptions that bring their story to life. Another important element is their ability to create emotional resonance, so the audience feels connected and invested. And finally, a memorable storyteller often has a unique voice or perspective that sets them apart and makes their story stand out. All these elements together really create that lasting impact.
Okay, that this was really helpful. Thank you, ChatGPT. I learned a lot about how story can influence and inspire people. Before we wrap up, is there one final tip and recommendation for become a better storyteller? If not, thanks again for your time.
I'm so glad you found it helpful. One final tip would be to practice consistently and to seek feedback from others. The more you tell stories, the more you refine your craft. Also, reading and listening to a wide variety of storytellers can really broaden your perspective and inspire new techniques. And of course, always keep your own unique voice at the forefront. That authenticity is what truly makes you stand out. If you ever need more guidance, I'm always here to help.
Okay, thanks.
You're very